That's the value of a great teacher. A value and an aspect of our spiritual pursuit that cannot be understated. We are back with another reflection on the Daily Vedantic. Today's reflection, as is the case with many episodes, it builds on yesterday's reflection because after recording that episode, I was thinking about it some more, reflecting on something quite related to this concept of reading for transformation instead of reading for information. Reading for transformation instead of just reading things for confirmation. How difficult it can be to read for transformation because it inherently doesn't make a whole lot of sense at first or second read. That's what paradoxical texts like the Upanishads or Christ's words in the gospel, or you read the Old Testament and you're like, okay, there's a lot going on. I imagine there's a whole lot of depth to this symbolism, but I'm not sure I'm fully understanding it. And so often we will then just retreat to the things that confirm what we already believe. Retreat to the people that confirm what we already believe because transformation is hard. That it probably isn't a very comfortable time for the caterpillar as it is evolving into the butterfly. Evolving. Such a pleasant word for transformation. To transform. To reform oneself. So we should expect that amount of discomfort when we approach a text that doesn't confirm what we already believe. And for most, 1 out of 100 will actually say, no, I want to stick with this. I'm willing to go through the discomfort, to transcend what I am right now. In fact, it's probably a pattern they've pursued throughout their life, recognition that there is a whole lot of discomfort to get to the next level. So that discomfort and perhaps an intuition of knowing there's something here brings them back again and again. Takes them to, in a practical sense, to the gym again and again. Takes them to a diligent approach to their job again and again. And that diligence, that willingness to be uncomfortable, the willingness to question, radically question one's beliefs and one's community's beliefs. That leads to that transformation. But there is a connective tissue from where we are and where we want to be. And it's not just a transformational, paradoxical, cryptic 13-line verse of an Upanishad. The connective tissue is actually a great teacher. It is rarely ever recommended for someone to just dive into a transformational text within this philosophy. Because the role of the great teacher takes you from the known to the unknown. That's the role of a great teacher in any subject. Taking us from the known to the unknown. Not dropping you in the unknown, where we drown. Not keeping us in the known, where we don't transform. But seeing where we are, taking us from the known to the unknown. That's why this philosophy historically was always taught one-on-one. That's what Upanishad means. Sit close below. You sit close below the teacher, and that teacher expounds on that 13-verse Upanishad, that ancient text that doesn't make sense to you, that 3-word phrase of tattvam asi. That teacher will expound on that information in a personal way, built specifically for you, and taking us from the known to the unknown. And that's the value of a great teacher. A value and an aspect of our spiritual pursuit that cannot be understated. The invaluable role of a great teacher. And my immediate next thought is to mention in the show notes the actual online lectures that anyone can sign up for, listen to from the comfort of their couch any time of day. With the Vedanta World app, you can download it in the show notes and check it out. Bunch of free lectures in there. And then you can actually sign up for the same 3-year course that I've done 4 times now, and anyone can do from anywhere around the world. It's insane how accessible this is. It's not quite as great as the one-on-one teaching that you'd get at the ashram, but man, it is a systematic approach to this philosophy that doesn't exist anywhere else in a technologically advanced way that makes it about as convenient as it could possibly be. There's really no excuse to not give it a try, especially if you've listened to 5 or 6 of these episodes of the Daily Vedantic, because this whole project is just meant to be an on-ramp to the real thing, and that is Swami's lectures. The role of the teacher. Choosing the right teacher has so little to do with the information, so much more to do with their ability to recognize where we are and take us from the known to the unknown. I obviously aim to do that with each of these daily reflections on the Daily Vedantic. But the book, man, Vedanta Treatise, that is a quantum leap in its ability to take us from just the modern world's knowns to the ancient timeless wisdom and unknowns of Advaita Vedanta. But the next level beyond that, for the daily reflection and study that's built into each lecture, is the Vedanta World app. And doing that from your computer, your iPad, your phone, each morning before the sun comes up. If you're not ready for that, feel free to keep chewing through these little chiclets of episodes. But I hope that one of these times that I ring the alarm bells, that there's something so much greater, that you take me up on it. I don't get anything out of people going to that other than knowing, man, their community is going to be massively benefited from the real thing, the systematic approach to this philosophy. And if you can, the 4th highest level would be to go to the ashram right now while Swami is alive at 97 years old and meet him yourself. Don't know how much longer he will be around. We actually leave here in a few days to head back to the ashram. My wife and I, and if there's an inkling that you think you should go, seize that opportunity before, who knows, maybe spend 50 years kicking yourself thinking, I could have gone. You can go for a week and be back. Could have gone and didn't pull the trigger. And then, who knows? We're all going to wake up one day and it's just going to be too late to go back to the ashram and spend time with Swami in person. That's, even at 97, dropping knowledge bombs like crazy. One of the members of the Venice Vedanta Club just sent an image. He's with Swami right now at the ashram, and 97 years old, in a hospital bed because he hurt his hip. And Reva said, bring up his text. He said, right below the photo, 3rd time meeting him, as profound as ever. Even at 97, as profound as ever. The value of a great teacher cannot be overstated. Not with this philosophy or anything one aims to learn. And that's today's reflection on the Daily Vedantic. We'll see you next time.